Welcome back guys to another edition of Looted. Today we're going to be having a walk down memory lane as I check out some toys from my childhood. Now I was born in the early 90s, which makes me a 90s child, so only kids from the 90s will remember these toys. But despite these being toys of my childhood, they have existed either side of the 90s, hence why I was able to pop down my local toy shop and pick some up. I've gone for the lower price range toys, so they vary from like 75p to maybe up to a $5, so there's nothing too crazy. So don't expect to be seeing any Robo Dogs or Street Shark figures or Sky Dancers or whatever kids had in the 90s. I had a CD player shaped like a Coca-Cola bottle. Not sure why. Guess I was a sucker for capitalism. I feel like I'm not really dressed apart for doing a video about growing up in the 90s. Do you think I can 90s myself up? Oh, God. Why the elbow pads? I mean, I like the fact that they're Attitude Era SmackDown elbow pads, but still it feels unnecessary for a YouTube video. These glasses are nice and all, but I kind of need to see. So we're going to start off with a truly iconic toy, and I'm actually not sure whether or not I can actually call them a toy, but I don't know what else to call them, so I'm going to call them a toy. These are all the rage when I was in middle school, so I was about 8 years old. Of course, I'm talking about these little alien egg creatures. Unborn eggs with a little alien inside and a load of goop. Let's crack it open. Let me show you what it's all about. Oh, God. Ugh. Oh, I'm not sure why this is in here. So through all the goop, you have your tiny little alien friend. Oh, it's like cleaning off a fetus. Look at this kind of cute but very ugly alien face. Oh, they're just as sticky as I remember. I think one of my fondest memories of these guys was when a kid decided to chuck one onto the ceiling of the assembly hall, and it was literally stuck up there for years. You'd look up there and you would just see this grey mess hanging from the ceiling, and it was revolting. I really like to think that one day it just fell off into like some poor kid's lunchbox or something. And with their overwhelming popularity came some really weird urban legends, and the main one which stood out to me was when kids were putting them butt to butt and putting them in the freezer, believing that for some reason these aliens would make babies. I'm really not sure where that rumor started, suffice to say it didn't work, but then some toy companies caught wind of the rumor and decided to make some aliens with babies, which only fueled the rumors further and probably made them a few extra dollary dues in the process. But yeah, these things, just weird and have no right to be as popular as they were. They're so popular, in fact, I bought another one. I'm not sure how they've done it, but somehow they've managed to make this alien even more ugly. Butts together. I'm gonna make me a baby. Next up, we've got a true classic. It is the Slinky.
It's Slinky, it's Slinky, it's one for a girl and a boy.
Or as these guys like to call it, Springy, which just reminds me of The Simpsons. Now obviously Slinkies didn't originate in the 90s, they are way older than that, but in that time we did see the creation of like multicolored plastic Slinkies. But this right here is just your ordinary classic Slinky, which was still popular at the time. I think the main thing that kids did with these was just watch them go down the stairs, but other than that, they made for pretty good fidget toys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They're just really satisfying to move around. What else can you do with this? Oh yeah, swanky. Oh God. But apart from being a statement fashion accessory or a fidget toy, there really isn't much else you can do with a Slinky. So with that said, let's move on to the yo-yo. Another toy which every kid has had for decades. And it's also one of the first skill-based toys that I remember. The amount of times I smacked myself in the eye with one of these trying to do around the world is a bit embarrassing, so I'm not going to talk about it. If I can make this yo-yo go down and up, I'll be happy. And yo-yo! Whoop! Whoops! I bet there's just like one yo-yo expert out there watching this video going, what the frick is he doing? Idiot! Doesn't know how to use a yo-yo. Oh wait.
You exerted too much force on it.
No, I just forgot how to hold it. All right, I've got the basic yo-yo down. Now I just need to remember a trick. What was the main trick that kids did? Walking the dog? Is that a thing? How do you do that? Yeah, that's not how you walk a dog. Oh, here it comes. Big trick coming. What was that? Am I cool yet? This dog is getting walked, whether it likes it or not. Whoa! Oh! Oh, lost the momentum. Oh, so close, so close. All that yo-yoing made me sweaty. We've got another questionable toy next, and I'm really not sure about them. I'm not sure what purpose they serve or why they were created. Little gooey packs of liquid, which are tricky to hold. Like the Slinky, I think they're just another fidget toy. They're just a lot harder to keep a grip on. But apart from being a perfectly innocent dinosaur-clad toy, it's also It's a bit suggestive. Just makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, doesn't it? Oh, this is wrong. But don't worry, there's also ones for girls. First one to drop it loses, go. I think that's enough of that for one day. Now, chances are, if you were a child of the 90s and pretty rad, you had some temporary tattoos. Tribal animal temporary tattoos. The raddest type of tattoo. So inside this pack, we've got 12 different designs. We've got a scorpion, a gecko, we've got a few dragons, and then just a load of really cool different tribal designs. I want to look like Mike Tyson. I want one on my face. Cut out the design of choice, place the tattoo face down on skin, rub back of tattoo with damp sponge for 30 seconds and gently peel off. This is the longest 30 seconds of my life.
Wow.
Post Malone, eat your heart out. Oh yeah, look at that. Dude, I'm feeling fresh and proper, and other things that kids say.
Whoa, he's styling your mustache.
I wish that we had a variety of temporary tattoos, but we could only find the tribal ones in our local store, so I really wanted to have like a nice unicorn on my face, just to make me a little bit more approachable, because I look a bit too tough with these tribal tattoos on my face. I look like a man who's made some bad choices in his life, and you don't want to mess with me. Next, we have another fidget toy in the form of Twisty worms. Pull hidden string and watch it sliver. According to the box, they are both novel and funny. 0 to 3 sad onions. Let's get on with it. Oh, it's slithering away. Oh, look at him go, so agile. Oh, these are tickly on the nubbins. But it is kind of cute in a really weird way. I think it's just googly eyes. If you put googly eyes on anything, it's kind of cute. Look at this stupid little face. I think these guys are a bit of a dud, and I really don't think they've stood the test of time. I'm really not sure why some shops are still selling these things. I'm not sure who's buying them. Maybe it's just people like me who buy them for nostalgia reasons, and that's it. Let's move on to something else. The last toy we're going to be looking at today is actually something which I've never tried before. I think Intern had one in the past, but me, never had one. So this is going to be a whole new experience. We're going to be looking at the light up flashing skip ball. Shake me to try me. Okay. Hey, there we go. Like everything good in the 90s, if you hit it, it lights up. So the idea of this toy is very simple. You just wrap this ring around your ankle, you swing it about, and skip over the ball with your other foot. It's that easy, but I have a feeling I'm probably gonna hurt myself. Should probably test this before moving into the living room. Does it actually fit on my ankle? Yes! Here I thought I had massive feet. All right, how am I gonna do this? So the idea is to swing the ball around. I hope I have enough space in here. How do you skip? That's how I skip. I can't do it. Dance, monkey, dance. Oh, here we go. Yes. That was a tad dramatic, don't you think? Oh, I broke it. Oh, admittedly, this one is so cheap. This bit was literally just cable tied into the plastic. And when I stepped on it, it just snapped the cable tie and this thing flew out. All right. I think this one's a dud. Shouldn't have ended on this. This is a bit of an anticlimax. Whoop. Though admittedly all these toys have been a bit lackluster, I think the highlight of all of them has to be the alien, just because there's so much history for me behind it. But I will be the first to acknowledge it's a rubbish toy. I think we could have had more fun with the skip ball if the quality of it was just a bit better, but this one is particularly shoddy. Rubbish. I'd be really interested to meet the people who actually made these things, because some of them are just so simple that I'm just amazed they went to market and sold in the thousands. It's amazing that these things were actually popular. The 90s was a weird time for products, and luckily the weirdness continues, or else I would be out of a job. And we wouldn't want that, would we? Please agree. And with that, I think that's going to be it for another edition of Looted. Shout out to Keegan McAdams, Natasha Savage, Emily Stowell, and Pika Foop on Patreon. Thank you very much for your support. And if you like this video, hit like. If you like all our videos, hit subscribe. We've got more videos on the way. You can also follow us on our social pages. And if you want to support the channel further, check out a link in the description to our Patreon page. And you can also join us on our Discord server. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.